Hey, what's up everybody? The June leaks are here, and in this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know for the month of June. To kick things off, we have two different events. The first one is going to be Tsum Tsum Resort Hotel Decorate Room. So this month it is a shorter month, so you'll only have until the 27th end of day to complete the event essentially. They're also going to break it up into two different parts. So part 1 is going to be available starting from June 2nd. And it's an interesting time because this is the only time where they're not making it where it's 11:59. So end of day, June 2nd, you'll be able to participate. And then part 2 is going to start on June 6th. So you'll have a good amount of time to play these events, but part 2 won't be available until June 6th. Now, what is really exciting is the Tsum Tsum raffle ticket. And you have a chance to get 10 million coins. I've never won it. I have actually never gotten close to it, but it is a pretty good reward. Usually the missions are very simple, so all you really need to do to participate is complete the missions every single day. I think every day you're going to get 5 opportunities to get 5 different tickets. So all you need to do is just complete those missions, and they're usually very easy, so they're not difficult at all. As long as you play, you'll be able to get 1 raffle ticket per mission. And usually at the end of the event, you'll have like 30 to 35 tickets. And for this particular event, they're going to announce the winners on July 7th. The event itself will end on July 3rd, end of day, so collect those tickets on a daily basis, and on July 7th, log into the game and you'll know at that point what prizes you've won. For this event, I am going to show you all of my earnings or winnings for the raffle tickets. I haven't won anything that's super amazing, but all the prizes were really good. Also, for the month of June, we're going to get a new bingo card, and we're going to get bingo number 30. The prize for bingo 30, it is going to be the elusive skill ticket. So we'll see how difficult this is going to be. Usually for skill tickets, they're pretty difficult, but the last time they had a skill ticket, it wasn't too difficult at all. So in order for you to play bingo, if you are relatively new, you'll need to be at least level 5 or higher, and you'll need to complete bingo card number 1 before any of these other ones gets released to you. And if you get stuck on any of these bingo missions, let me know in the comments below and I'll try to help you out in giving you recommendations on what is the best sim to use. And by the way, if you guys are enjoying this type of content where I give you monthly leaks before the game actually releases them, and also do game demonstrations and do different gameplays, please consider subscribing to this channel. It really helps me out a lot. On to the new Tsums that's going to be available for the month of June. And for the month of June, we're going to get a total of 5 new Tsums. They are going to break it up into 3 different times, or 3 different lucky times. The first lucky time, we're going to get 3 new Tsums, and then towards the middle of the month, we're going to get 2 more. And then finally, towards the end of the month, we're going to be able to get all 5 of them again if you missed the first wave. So let's get into it and take a look at all the available new Tsums for the month of June. So here's the first 3. Number 1, we have Captain Lightyear. And Captain Lightyear is going to be a limited Tsum. He will likely come back in the selection box in the future, but for right now, he is a limited Tsum. And out of all the new Tsums that's going to be available, Captain Lightyear is going to be the best one out of the 5. His ability does require a little bit of strategy, but don't worry, I will give you a full tutorial on how to use Captain Lightyear when he becomes available to the game. Next we have Socks, and Socks is a very easy Tsum to use, hence which is why it's going to be available in the premium box after this event. Socks' ability is a very consistent one and will always clear the same amount of Tsums every single time. It does clear random Tsums though. A full gameplay will be coming once Socks is released. And finally, we have Pixar Lamp, and Pixar Lamp is going to be a limited Tsum as well. Pixar Lamp isn't going to be super amazing, but because Pixar Films is so, I guess, so well known and the lamp is like a staple of it, I'm really excited to see how the ability is. It's not going to be exciting though, don't expect it to be like a top corner or anything like that, but I just really want the Pixar Lamp. His ability is clears groups of Tsums in one go, and he actually pops on the screen horizontally, and then does a major burst at the very end in the center. So more gameplays to come, so stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't. I'll do all of those once these Tsums are available. On to the final 2 new Tsums for the month of June. So first we have Luca Paguro. His ability is one of those that I don't necessarily like too much. Essentially what it does is it changes a lot of Tsums on the screen to Tsums that you could connect together to make high scoring Tsums, but you still need to connect them. I'm not necessarily a fan of those abilities where during the animation, you still need to do things to make it happen. So not a huge fan of that. And also keep in mind that these 2 Tsums are not limited Tsums. So if you really want them, they'll be in the premium box even after this month. So next one we have Meilin. And this one is pretty good actually. So not only is she good in terms of how easy it is to use, but her ability generates red pandas, and these red pandas will count as big Tsums. So if you need a Tsum to make big Tsums, then definitely use Meilin if you don't have a Tsum that makes big bubbles yet. But not necessarily the best coin earner, but really good for missions. Alright, so on to our first selection box, and in this selection box we have 12 different Tsums, just like all the other selection boxes. Honestly, this selection box is not necessarily something that you need to spend your coins on. Nothing here really stands out to me, so let's go over the 12. First we have Woody and Buzz, Agent P, Kabuto Donald, Barley, Elena, Dr. Facilier, Vanellope, Hank, Oliver, Prince Phillip, Snow White, and Mater. So none of these Tsums are going to be necessarily super amazing for coins, but you do have a pair of Tsum in here. So Woody and Buzz is probably going to be the one that everybody wants, but Woody and Buzz does take a little bit of strategy to use. So if you're not very good at using pair of Tsums, then you may want to avoid Woody and Buzz. But obviously, pair of Tsums are very hard sought after, so a lot of people are going to want Woody and Buzz. And if you want to see the gameplay for Woody and Buzz, I do have a video of that in my channel. So check that out, look up Woody and Buzz on my channel, and you'll be able to find the gameplays for Woody and Buzz. It is a relatively good coin earner, but not necessarily one you want to spend your coins on, because all the other 11 Tsums are kind of okay, they're not great. On to the second selection box, and this one is worth taking a note of. So out of these 12, we have Cinderella, Voyager Moana, Belle, Woodchuck Donald, Clarabelle, Pastel Flounder, Silvermist, Lady Tremaine, Judge Frollo, Pocahontas, Flynn Rider, and Genie. So the two that I really want to call out, and maybe even three, number one is Cinderella. I'm not very good at Cinderella, but in theory, Cinderella, you could play hours on end. Cinderella is one of those Tsums where she makes a lot of time bubbles, so in theory, your gameplay could be unlimited. So during her animation, all people do is try to make a chain of 10, 11, or 12 to spawn a time bubble, and increases 5 seconds to the gameplay. So in theory, when you're using Cinderella, she could earn you unlimited coins and also unlimited time and unlimited score. It just depends on how quickly you can make those time bubbles. But don't expect it to be easy. There are people who play literally 12 hours straight to get into the 100 millions of score, but honestly, it's not worth the time, because the amount of times that you need to spend playing Cinderella, you might as well use Jedi Luke or even just Max. You'll be able to earn more coins. It's just sometimes it's amazing or crazy to see a super high score, and a lot of people use Cinderella for that. So in theory, Cinderella is the best Tsum in the game to earn coins, score, and bubbles, because it's gonna take you one heart and you can play unlimited times. But the next Tsum I want to call out is Belle. Belle is a fun Tsum to use and is also a charm Tsum. So if you don't have a charm Tsum yet, getting Belle is a really good one. And Voyager Moana is a really fun Tsum to use as well. So those are going to be my three that I'm going to be looking out for when the selection box comes around. On to our pickup capsules, and pickup capsule essentially will always have 15 Tsums in them. And if you're able to clear the entire pickup capsule, meaning get all 15 of the Tsums that are in here, then you'll be eligible for the last prize. In this pickup capsule, we have 2 copies of Horse Riding Sofia, 2 copies of Rosetta, 2 copies of Fix It Felix Jr., 3 copies of 22, 3 copies of Cruz Ramirez, 3 copies of King Triton. And for this first pickup capsule, none of the Tsums are worth it, but if you have 450,000 coins saved up, that last prize, that last skill ticket, it is worth it. And again, in order for you to get that last prize, you need to clear the entire pickup capsule, so getting all of the Tsums in here. So if you don't have 450,000 coins saved up for this first pickup capsule, just skip it. But for our second pickup capsule, it is a different story. There are some Tsums in here that you might want, even though you might not be able to clear the pickup capsule. So default, if you have 450,000 coins saved up for the second pickup capsule, by all means, get them all. But there are some Tsums in here that you may want, even if you don't have 450,000 coins. So let's go over it. This pickup capsule, we have 2 copies of Beanstalk Mickey, 2 copies of Mr. Incredible, 2 copies of Prince Ali, 3 copies of Wendy Darling, 3 copies of Patch, and 3 copies of Randall. So in this pickup capsule, you definitely want to try to get Patch. Patch is my go-to Tsum for those missions that requires a lot of combos per game, because during his ability, every single paw print that comes out, you could get 20 to 30 clears per paw. So you could get a lot of combos per game using Patch. The other Tsum that I really like is Beanstalk Mickey. He's actually a really good Tsum to get a good amount of coins. Same with Mr. Incredible, he's a very easy Tsum to use. It's a center burst Tsum, and his animation just goes by quick, allowing you to earn a lot of coins per minute. So all 3 of these Tsums are actually really good to get if you get the opportunity to get 1 copy of them. And if you are struggling to get like a high combo per game, it's definitely worth investing in Patch. So here's a quick snapshot of all the Tsums that are going to be available for the month of June. Let me know in the comments below which one you're going to be trying to get. For me, I'm really excited about Captain Lightyear. I think he's going to be a really fun Tsum to use. I'm also interested in getting Pixar Lamp. I don't think Pixar Lamp is going to be amazing or anything like that, but I just really like the lamp, so I'm definitely going for that. Other Tsums that you guys might want to look after is Patch, because Patch is going to be good for combos, and Cinderella is going to be good just for everything in general. So those are the Tsums to look for the month of June, and I hope that you guys found this video helpful or at least entertaining. And if you guys would like to see more Tsum Tsum content just like this, where I review Tsums, do game demonstrations, do monthly leaks, then definitely don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching.